Hi everyone, welcome along to another video. John here. Now today we're going to be having a look at that tune I just played through, well the intro anyway, to Jimi Hendrix's Red House. And just to let you know, I'm not using an amp today, I'm using one of these. It's a Strymon Iridium pedal. I spent half an hour miking up my amp and doing some sound tests, and I just couldn't get it to sound as good as the Iridium, so I'm using one of these. Sounds just great, easy to use, and my neighbours don't complain. So let's get on with it. So the first part goes like this. So what's happening here is you've got the 11th fret on the G, 11 on the high E, and you're going between these using your thumb and this finger here. But at the same time you're adding some vibrato. Then we're going to move down to 10 and 10, 10 on the G, 10 on the high E. But this time you add this first finger to the 9th fret of the B. And if you can, you're hitting that as well. What I do there is I hit those two using the pick and that middle finger. And then when I come down, I hit it with the pick. And then finally, you go back up here to 11, and where we start 11 on the G, 11 on the high E. And you kind of strike those two notes and you slide off. This B note is muted, so you get that kind of thing. So okay, next phrase goes like this. So this phrase here, you're bending this 10th fret on the B 3 times. Now what's important here is you get a rake. A rake is where you do that. So you're muting all the strings with your right hand, and not the B string though. So normally that's with a rake. That might take a bit of time if you're not used to that. And when you do the bend, you're bending that 10th fret up a whole step, but you want some vibrato. You don't want... You want... Now on the 4th time, you're going to bend up, let down, repick, and up again. Let down final time, and back to 7 on the B. Next phrase is this. So what's happening here is you're going to bend 9 on the G, 7 on the B, 7 on the high E. Then a pull off 10 to 7 on the B string. Alright. That's the next bit. This is 9, 7 on the high E, 10 to 7 on the B. So far. Kind of variation, that Stevie Ray Vaughan lick, isn't it? That, of course, Jimmy did it first, but this next bit, you're going to bend 9 up a whole step, let down and pull off to 7 on the G. Then you're going to take this 7th fret on the G, bend it up a half step to this 8 on the G, come down here to 7 on the B, and then 7 on the G again, but a wide vibrato, and maybe with a rake as well. Let me play that again for you. Then we have this. This is where we're playing 7 on the G, and you hammer onto the 9 and you bend it straight up. You can add a rake there if you want to. Alright, then we have this. This is where we're bending this 9 up again, 7 on the B, 7 on the high E, 10 on the B. It's kind of like a sweep. So 1 downstroke with the right hand. Alright? Okay, so some of these little phrases quite tricky for the vibrato. It really stands out, the vibrato, so you know, if you're having trouble with that, it can make the whole thing sound a bit horrible. So the next phrase goes like this. So this one, very similar. We have a bend up from 9 on the G, 7 on the B, 7 on the high E. And that pull off from 10 to 7 on the B, then 9 on the G. So far we've got this. Then we have this cool move. So we're doing this double stop on 7 on the B, 7 on the high E, hammering to 9 on the B, but try and get that high E to ring. 9 on the G, and then a double stop on 7 on the G, 7 on the B, and then you're going to hammer on to this 8th fret on the G. So you have that major third going on. So and then we're going to go 9 on the D, 9 on the A, and then this blue scale down. So 9 on D, 9 on the A, 8 on the A, 7 on the A to 6. That's that major third again. That's the same as that note. So let me play that phrase for you. Okay, here's the next phrase. So this one, we're thinking B major pentatonic here on the 7th fret. So you're playing. So play that 7 on the low E, and then slide with your third finger from 9 to 11, and then a hammer on from 9 to 11 on the A. And then you're finishing on that B note there, which is the same note as you started on the 9th fret of the D. And then you're going to slide from 11 here to 13 on the D. And then 11 to 13 on the G. 12 on the B, and then you do a little curl there on 14. So on the B, so. And you don't kind of pick that note. And then we have this. So you're bending up this 14 on the B, a half step. 3 times, bit of vibrato on the end. Catch that 14 on the high E. Re-pick that bent note here on the 14. Let down and pull off to the 12. And then pull off to the 12th fret. Then we're going to do a big bend. So we're taking this 15 here on the B, and we're bending up 2 whole tones. So, alright, so let me go from the other bit. So you're bending that up, let it down, bend up again, back to 12, so. And then we're doing a similar bend, this 14 up a whole step. Catch that 14 on the high E. And then pick that 14th fret, let it down, and then pull off to the 12th. Next phrase. So this is that kind of sweeping thing again. We're bending this 9 on the G, 7 on the B, 7 on the high E, that again. And then we're going to put off that 10 to 7 on the B. And then you're going to curl this 10 on the high E. Curl is where you play the note, bend it and kill it with this hand. Alright, and the last phrase is. So we're doing this curl again on 10 on the high E. And then you're rolling your finger 7 on the high E, 7 on the B. And then bend this 9 again on the G. Let down, pull off the 7. Then you're going to play 9 on the G, 9 on the D, 9 here on the A. It's a nice one, isn't it? You could slide, I guess, into that. Sorry. Which would sound really good. Alright, there we are. That's the whole solo. Let me play it slowly for you all the way through so you can see how all these parts fit together. Really cool one to learn, this one. You can get tons of good phrases and it's good practice for your vibrato and your tone, so have some fun with that. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you'd like to support these videos and my Facebook Blues group, you're very welcome to do so on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link down below, and if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel here, that would be really good. So nice to see you, and see you in the next video.